He does look pretty dang hurt. Oh shit, without any better spells, there's not much I can do. I mean, I could try and give him some Felprine, but... could I try a religion check to see if any of that would even help? Does, like... Would I know if... Oh, that's persuasion. Oh, damn. Would I know if severing...
Persuasion.
Yeah. I wish. Not too religious. I've never read the textbooks. Like, would causing a holy ground to become unholy do this kind of shit to you? Like, if you were the cause of that?
You don't think that it's any, like, divine retribution kind of deal?
God punishes.
Oh no.
You think that it's very much not that?
Wow, that's definitely good. Well, shit. I think Julian would. So similar to this stuff, I think he would give him one of the Felprine.
Alright, you sort of lean over, pop out one of the pills. Do you have written down how many you have left?
I have 4 on me, so 3 on
Okay.
me.
That's the whole bottle.
Yeah.
You pop out one of the pills, put it in his mouth. It's kind of hard to do as he's kind of writhing about, but you manage. Kind of rub his neck a little, and he kind of gives a little gulp.
Let's hold my
and you
breath
kind of
for a
step
minute.
back, kind of watch him. And after a couple seconds, you see immediately he kind of like calms down. Like he's not writhing around anymore. He's sort of like chilled out. And you hear like a soft little sigh kind of come out of his mouth. And he kind of just goes, kind of sags down into like the little bed and kind of goes to sleep, kind of more peacefully now. He's still got the sweat kind of like all over him, but you see that his complexion kind of returns a little bit as he's just kind of laying down there on the ground, or not on the ground, in the bed.
I'm gonna roll up my sleeves and kind of strut my way out. I didn't find any weird looking artifacts in here, I assume.
Nope.
Well, I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna close the door and dust off my hands. I look back at the rest of the kids. Oh no, I dragged back in. Ugh.
Gale. As you're up in this attic, kind of opening up a couple boxes, you don't find a whole lot of value. You find a couple like loose blankets here and there. You find some Christmas decorations. You find some old like kitchen utensils. You find like some like very special like fine white like wine glasses. You find a stack full like old kids books that are all kind of beaten up and raggedy. You don't find much of real value.
Is this technically illegal? Yo actually doesn't know. Or I don't actually know, but I know if this would be considered technically illegal.
I mean, you are like rummaging around in an orphanage's attic.
I mean,
Yeah.
he'll
Morally,
deny
what
the
Yaddle was
rummaging.
doing. Yaddle
he
was
would've
assaulting a little girl.
Yeah, like the thing is, like though, he would have just like said that he was exploring this place and that there was nothing stopping him, because that was the genuine truth. If there was a sign, he would have respected the sign.
Well, still, I mean, there's no sign in my house saying don't go up into my attic.
Yeah, but we were welcomed into here. And they did not tell us to not walk around.
I
I mean, that kind of be the thing. Like, if like a friend like invited you over for like
Like
a fun like dinner, and then like
courtesy.
he went to the bathroom and found you up in his attic like looting through boxes.
I mean,
Yeah.
Maybe not illegal, but like definitely some questions.
Oh yeah, no, that's agreeable.
Some
And you
flags
know,
More-
this
more
is
just doesn't
Vallaki,
wanna-
so you're getting sent to the Reformation Center if you're caught.
Yeah, that was the problem.
Yeah,
See,
it might,
at
not, it
least
might be best
I-
not to take your chances. What do you want to do?
I won't be because they were like, oh, a lizard was
Well, is there
attacking
anything
me.
in the chest here?
Until they hit you.
So I'll instantly transform into
Oh yeah, as you make
another-
over to the chest, you kind of throw it open. And inside you see is a very thick quilt. Sort of just all bundled up inside
Not
the
my
chest.
business. Okay, now, do I do this for? Do I do this for the first time in this campaign?
With just a 13, as you make way over to the stool, you can see there are like little bits of like peeling and curved like wood chippings, kind of all scattered around the stool.
Okay.
And Gail, go make a perception check for me.
Is this the kid that stole the knife, stabbed the child, and then jumped out the window? Is my assumption.
It's a third-story window as well.
He could be a vampire.
As you're kind of like peeking out, all of a sudden you hear like a bang. And kind of looking out the window, you see down, outside in like the backyard. You see a bucket is kind of over by the side of the shed. And you see that the kid who was down in the sandbox, is kind of like on his hands and knees, in the direction of the bucket, and you kind of piece together. It sounds like the bucket got thrown at the shed like really fucking hard, like someone just yeeted it at the shed and like threw it in.
Jesus.
Okay.
You see the girl on the swings is kind of like looking at the boy, kind of confused, as he kind of like gets up to his feet and kind of looks towards the house. And then you see he kind of starts walking towards the back door.
Can I roll an insight?
Did he look Gale directly in the eyes?
You fucking
No, he did
hates
not.
that shed,
Can I
bro.
roll an insight?
Gail, roll an insight check for me, yeah.
The fuck is wrong with this kid?
He must have just fucking got angry at something. You have no idea. He definitely threw a bucket at a shed.
That
Surprisingly
is,
hard for what looks like a small little baby boy, like a little child, probably around like
little baby boy.
13, 12. But you're not really sure.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll reopen the thing.
Yeah, you sort of kick back down the attic stairs.
You'll close it.
Well, you have to open it because you closed it to get
Well,
up.
yeah, I know. I mean, afterwards you'll close it.
Yeah. So you sort of get back down to the bottom of the walkway, sort of pick up the bottom of the stairs, and you throw it back up, and it closes behind you.
That's cool.
And
I
you see
see-
currently this girl is backing her way up the stairs as this lizard is accosting her up in her face.
I mean, he's not aiming for her face. He's just trying to get her to, like, go back up the stairs, not go down the stairs. But as soon as he sees Gale go down, he's going to instantly just start headed to the door the little girl was headed to anyhow. Okay.
Julian, as you walk outside this door, you see that kid with the pointed ears is sort of standing right in front of the back door, and you see as soon as you come out, he's looking at you.
Give him a smile and a finger gun.
You see he's kind of giving like this blank little expression, like almost like this weird curiosity as he kind of looks at you. And he sort of just walks past you into the room.
I'll watch him.
Go make a perception check for me.
Yeah.
He is the knife.
Knife boy.
Knife boy. Knife boy.
You don't see the knife. But he kind of walks over, kind of leans over the couch, watching these two kind of fuss about over VHS tapes. And you see about like twice as he's kind of watching them. He kind of leans over, looks at you, then looks back.
Well. Look over at other chick and just shrug. Walk over. So, he'll be okay for now.
Really? She kind of stands up a little bit, as this boy also kind of turns to you a little surprised.
Yeah, for now. It's a very, temporal fix. It'll, take more than what I've just done to make him okay, but for now.
Thank you so much. He kind of chuckles as the boy kind of smiles at you. She says, "Is there anything we can do?"
Kind of squints. It's like, yeah, you want to get some fresh air? Kind of nod over at the door.
She looks confused.
We talk outside.
Oh, she kind of looks over at the boy who kind of looks confused at her. She says, "I'll be right back. Keep reading." She sort of slides out of the chair, and she sort of makes her way over to the door, looking back at you.
Go out there. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm just too suspicious. I gotta check all this shit.
You see that boy that walks back in kind of watches you go out. As you kind of she kind of closes the door behind the two of you. And she says, kind of like grabbing her arm, kind of rubbing it, her sleeve. She kind of looks at you a little nervously. She says, also, I didn't get your name.
Yeah, it's Julian. I have no reason to lie on that one.
My name's Cece.
Hey, Cece.
So what can we do for Millie? I understand not wanting to say it around them, but
I was so close to
okay?
pull out the stuff. I'm like, well, this stuff here, it's what helps, but it's pretty hard to find. It's Philprint if you find any around town, but don't go asking too many people about it. I assume it might raise some ears.
Okay.
It's weird. We found it in Barovia. City. Town.
Oh, yes.
I've,
what does it fix? What does it do?
Well, whatever's happening to him. It was happening to one of our friends, and we had to go grab a bunch. It's like a weird... kind of leans in. It's like a curse. He's not sick, he's... targeted. In a way.
She kind of leans in like a little confused, like a little lost. She says,
have you noticed anywhere around here with strange markings on the floor?
Go make an insight check. She sort of looks a little bit off to the side, kind of not making eye contact with you. And she says, I haven't seen strange markings on the floor.
No, ceiling or roof or walls?
No. I don't know about strange markings. Julian, you get the impression she's hiding something from you. She very clearly is like, you don't think she's lying about the strange markings? But there's sort of an elephant in the room she's not addressing. She kind of like she gets very, very nervous when you start asking about strange things going on.
Strange events.
But she says, I'm confused. Why would strange markings make him sick? Is it magic?
Kinda. Bad magic. That's why I was sent here.
She looks a little confused and she says, I don't know why anyone would do bad magic on Millie. He's really nice.
Well, that's the bad news. I think it's kind of the whole place. You're all hurt. That's obvious enough.
She kind of tightens up when you say that. And she says, just, what do you mean?
We had a similar place back where we were staying. The whole place was weird. And kind of cursed in a way, and everyone was getting sick out of nowhere and hurt. Look, I really don't... I got people I gotta take care of, but you and all these kids, something's obviously happening to you all, and I can't just leave without doing something.
She kind of shakes her head, and she says, I think you should talk to Miss Awfulmeyer.
Is she the one doing any of this?
Make an insight check again.
Well, 13s.
She doesn't really say no. She says, she takes care of this place. She gives us all a home. If you're worried about Millie, you should talk to her.
Well, alright. Are there any places around here that they tell you absolutely not to go?
She seems confused, like that question's really out of left field, and she says, I mean, she doesn't want us messing around in the attic, but that's just... It's not a very big place.
What's in the shed over there?
She kind of looks over, and she says, oh, Millie sort of became the, like, groundskeeper here after a time. In there's just more tools. There's, like, hedge trimmers, there's a lawnmower.
More tools, huh?
I think she'd be upset if someone went in there, but, we're not allowed. Especially with Millie sick, we've had to do a lot of his jobs, while he's been sort of in bed.
Well... Alright, CC. It's getting late. I should probably get back to my friends.
Mm-hmm. She kind of nods. She says, you should speak to Miss Awfulmeyer, though.
I will. If you think
she swings the door back open.
One to trust.
And you guys kind of get out of the rain again, kind of out from the overhang back into the room. And you see that kid is gone.
Oh. I would look around like that. The kid over there that came in. Is he alright?
Felix?
Yeah, I assume.
Yeah, she kind of she points to where he was standing. She says, he hasn't been here long, but he's quiet, he keeps to himself.
Well, I'll be back tomorrow or something.
Alright, thank you for looking after Millie. Is it alright if we go see him?
I think. I don't see why there wouldn't be. Kind of go up and peek it up. God damn, motherfucker. What's he doing?
As you kind of peek back in, Cece kind of comes with you. And you see this kid is kind of like sitting by the bedside of this guy. He's kind of looking at like this like blank stare. He's not doing anything. He's kind of sitting there with his hands in his lap. Just kind of looking at Millie. Millie just kind of lays there, sort of just softly snoring. And Cece kind of leans forward and she says, Millie's kind of like an older brother to everyone here. All the kids really care about him.
Well, if anything happens, I'm staying at the place with the Markovs. The inn? I forget the name.
The Holiday Inn?
Yeah, that one.
She says, yeah, I'll tell Miss Ilfama to come get you if we need anything.
Alright. I'm just gonna pull up the corner of the carpet real quick. Just make sure there's no wicked symbols on the ground.
Yeah, you kind of... She looks at you so strangely as you do it, but as you kind of... you see this kid also just kind of looks at you like this weird quizzical look as you peek under the carpet. There are no carved magic circles down there.
Alright.
That was good, though.
Yeah, there's a
pull.
big carpet. Do it to the carpets on the way out as well.
She kind of just watches you as you go, just like
this one as well.
peek under,
Sussing everything out.
go through, peek under, go through, peek under. And as you get to there, Julian.
Yeah, I would have stopped jumping at the little girl as soon as he
You
saw
see,
Gale.
I'm gonna
and
drag
I
it step right. You can see this little girl is sort of like running around as this lizard is sort of crawling around after her, and you see Gale kind of come down from an attic up above and kind of look down at the stairs at you as you look up the stairs at him, and you see Yertle the lizard kind of running around as this girl screams.
What the?
No, as soon as Yertle saw Gale like start opening the attic back up, he would have started running down the stairs instead, leaving the little girl alone. Type thing.
Try and catch you and stuff you up my sleeve.
Yertle, do you consent?
Yes. I work together
you
with
sort of stash Yertle up your sleeve, Julian.
Hop up and be like, "You alright?"
And then Julian, the door next to you opens.
Oh shit!
That old woman comes out.
Oh.
And she says, "I heard screaming. What was?" And she kind of looks up at the stairs, and the girl kind of points just down the stairs, not even at you, Julian, just down. She says, "There's a lizard."
Yeah, he ran right
And the
past
woman
us.
kind of goes, "A lizard?" and kind of looks around, really confused.
Yeah, like a real gross little dude. It's disgusting.
Oh,
Make a deception check.
Yertle fucking nips your fucking inner joint of your fucking arm.
No, not the sensitive area.
No, he bites
says,
the fucking funny
"I'll
bone.
go tell Marrow he'll love to go catch a lizard." And you see she kind of just makes her way into the other room.
What's going on up here? You guys alright?
She kind of looks confused between Julian and Gale, and kind of like awkwardly and shyly kind of steps back into the corner.
Okay.
Who are you, kid?
Yeah.
Yeah?
My name's Voyage.
Hi, Voyage. Nice to meet you. I'm Gale.
Go make a charisma check for me.
Watch, it's gonna be total ass. No, not total. It was almost a crit on my screen, and I would have
She kind of
flashed.
shyly, kind of nods at you. She says, "Hi, Gale. What were you doing in the attic?"
Oh, that's what that was.
You're in the
I've
attic.
never seen one before. I saw a string.
Yeah, Julie.
I saw a string
Gale
and I
just
pulled
looks
it.
up at this trapdoor in the ceiling.
Yeah,
It's still open.
No, he closed it.
I closed
Oh,
it.
you closed it?
I saw a string and pulled it, and then I saw a stairway. So I just decided that it'd be cool to see that. Is that something I wasn't supposed to do?
Probably not.
She shakes her head and she says, Ms. Offmod doesn't like it when we go up there.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. My bad.
Go make a deception or persuasion check, your choice.
We'll see
He's
doing
being
this.
genuine is the thing, but it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yaddle's going to curl up Julian's arm till he gets to the part where he can kind of pop out of Julian's shirt and curl into his shoulder.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that later, but you just violated so many trusts.
Who did?
The lizard.
Okay.
She kind of looks at you, she kind of nods, and she kind of timidly kind of inches a little bit closer to the door, kind of looking at Julian, you and Gale both see this girl has like kind of like slightly reddened eyes and like tear streaks kind of going down her cheeks.
Aw.
And she kind of makes her way towards the door.
Okay. Because Gale feels bad. He will add, hey, do you want this? He pulls up the teddy bear from the hospital that blew up.
Oh.
She looks very eerily at it and kind of like reaches out to take it.
He hands it to her.
Thank you. She
No
kind of
problem.
smiles a bit, kind of bringing it up, kind of inspecting, kind of looking it over. She kind of smiles at it.
Both because they were sad, and secondly, this is a bribe. Nothing happened.
Toss the lizard to
Nothing
Gale.
happened, so. He picks up the lizard.
You're
I
right,
give
Voyage. What's the matter?
Stainless.
Nah, pop a squat.
He puts the lizard
Go
in
make a
his
persuasion
mouth,
check.
What
which he
happened?
doesn't use.
Oh.
She shakes her head and she says, "I'm not supposed to say."
Oh, sent by the church. I'm a doctor. I'm a healer. I just healed your old buddy downstairs.
Millie?
Yeah, Millie, he's fine.
Go make that persuasion check with advantage one more time.
Come on, don't let me. Oh, there it is. Add a 1 on it.
I mean, can't you roll that again? Because advantage in case crit.
No,
it
that
again
was
with
the
advantage,
advantage.
or- yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
assume it was just making that again.
I heard you say roll it again with
Um,
advantage.
Roll it again.
She looks between the teddy bear, you kind of down at where the other room was, and she says,
Oh, if you
I used to
got
share a
hurt
bed
ankle.
with Cedric,
With Cedric. Oh.
but now he's gone.
Yeah, who's Cedric? I don't know that name yet.
She says, he's one of my friends, but they took him away and they said he wasn't coming back. But he didn't get adopted.
Hmm.
She says, but Miss Offmeyer said everybody not to talk about it.
Well, not talking about it can do very bad things. I'll wipe her teary face.
She doesn't pull back. You just kind of give her like a little wipe on the cheek. And yeah, what would the three of you like to do?
Hey, you're not hurt, are you, Voyage? I can heal. got magic hands.
She kind of giggles a little bit as you flash with like the spooky skeleton magic hand, kind of looking at holding this bear. Dante, real quick, is there anything you want to do while you've been sitting out here for a while
He's
now?
just pissed.
Yeah.
He's just waiting, man.
I am absolutely fucking fuming at this point.
You heard that big bang with the bucket, and you heard like some like ruckus from upstairs. You just want to keep chilling out here waiting for your buddies?
Just looking up at the sky rain slapping him in the face.
I look at the house.
Oh.
I look at the road. Look back at the house. And I'm like, you know what? It's a bunch of children and some old ladies. We'll be fine. And I just fucking leave.
All right, you just stride off into the fucking streets. And right now we're gonna go ahead and cut.
Oh no.
Boy! How we do?
Ooh woo.
Oh no.
Ooh, ooh.
Ba, 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 ba. Holy moly, boys. I reckon this case are wide open.
We will discover the inner workings.
So Alasia,
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Very good, gentlemen.
Same time next week.
Same time next week.
you very, very slowly come to. And after a little bit, you realize that where you're currently laying is the much more blood-soaked than you remember it bed in the back of the ambulance. You see currently standing above you is that dwarf guy you were working with, Emmerich McKinley. You see Marcus also kind of standing above you. And you also see that one nurse who was sort of arguing with the dwarven man outside the auto shop. Kind of just zoom around until you find yourself, and I'll plop a Hans in here.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, a sweet Hans.
oi Hans.
Hansor.
German schnitzel dinner, Hans.
Oh, I want a schnitzel.
Oh, I want to sleep. Elysia is going to kind of put her hand towards her holster, then remember she doesn't have her gun and just kind of sit there staring.
As you kind of bend up to reach for your holster, the dwarf Emmerich kind of puts a hand on your chest, kind of like right below your neck, and says, "Or just keep lying down, little lady." And you hear kind of like meticulous moving, kind of like down by the backside of the bed, as Marcus kind of looks down at you and says, "How are you feeling?"
She's just gonna look away from Marcus.
But as you kind of look down for your holster, you see that where the holster belt is currently tied, normally tied at your waist, you see it's been removed. And as you look down, you see that your left leg, basically halfway down the thigh, is just gone.
Oh! They took your fucking leg.
And you can see it off to the side, sort of on the ground of the ambulance, as this woman, currently wearing these blue blood-stained surgical gloves, is sort of moving around with sort of stitching and sort of this syringe that she hands to Marcus. And she says, "We have to put her down again. She can't be awake for this."
Wait, can't be awake for what?
And Marcus kind of like looks so like worried at the syringe he's just been handed. And the dwarf guy kind of keeps an arm, like puts it on your shoulder, and he says, "Just, this'll all be all right."
Look, I can build a new leg.
No one really seems to acknowledge that fact. As you feel this sharp little wince of pain at the bottom of what was normally the middle of your thigh, but is now the end of your leg, as you feel a needle being pushed in. And then you see Marcus kind of moves over.
He's screaming.
And the nurse woman says, "Find the vein in her arm." And Marcus kind of like starting to sweat, kind of like starts moving his eyes over your arm, kind of fidgeting with the syringe.
Oh, Alazi is fucking freaking out. She has a terrible fear of needles.
Yeah, this needle's going straight towards you as Marcus is trying to find the vein on your arm, kind of feeling over with his left hand, holding the syringe with this green liquid in it. As he kind of looks over.
She's gonna hold up her taser arm at him.
Oh no.
Go make an athletics check for me.
Oh, an athletics check just to hold up my arm.
You are on no health.
Oh. This dwarf guy, as you like go to like move it all, kind of like goes to push you down, kind of keeping you restrained on the bed. But you just kind of brush past him, kind of leveraging up, holding up your taser arm. As Marcus kind of backs up a little bit, and he says, "Alessia, this will be a lot easier if you just relax. Okay, we're gonna put you under. It'll hurt less, okay? Just one little prick and it's all done. Just look away and it'll be fine." And Marcus kind of moves to like get a little bit closer, but still staying well out of shock range, seeing if you lower your guard.
There's just the whir sound of that thing charged.
Go make an athletics check again. Fuck. This dwarf guy goes to push you down again, but you just stay right up, holding this crackling thing.
Marcus, if you try and stab me with that, you know what I can do. I don't want to do that.
You hear the nurse woman say, "Oh, son of a bitch." And she kind of walks around. She shoves Marcus out of the way, kind of almost into the shocking hand as she kind of makes her way towards you. And she's not holding the syringe, but she's holding a needle and thread. She just holds her hand above you.
That's way too overkill.
And you just totally pass out.
Yikes.
Okay, oh thank god, I thought I was gonna have to go werewolf for a moment.
I'm about to go werewolf on these freaks.
Wait, that means she's a spellcaster as well.
Yeah, she cast a sleep spell on you, man. You don't know what that's about.
Yeah, what the
Magic
fuck?
nurse.
Why'd you do that? Magical as fuck.
So now we're gonna pick back up with Leku and Dante.
Is that...
Oh dear.
Are we gonna be ending soon?
We might go for another hour, but if that's gonna be it for Alesia, that could just be her under recovery this whole time.
Yeah, that I have work in like
It's
fucking
absolutely fine.
6 or 7 hours.
All right, so Alesia will just be currently asleep for the rest of the session,
Yeah. Good night.
and then we'll
y'all.
pick back up with her next week.
Good night, Irish.
Yeah, good night. Oh, he's gone.
There
Still
you
gonna
go.
kick Elysia's ass. Yeah, I'm gonna stop me.
Well, until we know what happened, you can't.
I'm so sad because her left leg was the one that was so enthusiastically kicked out in her little
Yeah.
silhouette.
And that's a robot one.
No, at least she's all right now. So Dante,
Yeah.
you sort of make your way after Leku, and sort of catch him in the middle of the street as you guys meet up back in sort of the main bit of Vallaki. You're sort of caught in between once again the city square, where all the stocks are, and sort of the big cross and the stage and the church, which is and the graveyard. And up above, you see the hot dog stand, you see the Blinsky toys, and you see the McDonald's. And then further up, you see Crazy Coffins, the Fallen Angel, and the auto repair shop.
Hmm. Oh, hi Dante.
Sup? Got bored. Left.
Understandable. I'm just going to walk around, just scope things out if that's alright.
Bird.
Do you wish to join me?
I was gonna go to the McDonald's.
Oh, okay. Well,
Just doing a Mac is wrong.
I don't have any money, so I think I'll just patrol the town.
Do you need like a loan?
No, I don't need money.
I got like
I've got
94
all-
bucks on me.
Well, I've got all the supplies I really need right now. It's not
Alright.
really much I require. Just trying to honestly figure out what we're doing and what I'm doing, so I'm just,
I don't know. I just wish we had get these kids into this orphanage so we can move on with our lives.
I guess.
Or at least somewhere where they're not our responsibility.
Well, I don't know about that, but you guys seem to have all that under control, so
I don't
leave
know. I'm
that
just
to
hoping
you.
Julian's got it all figured out.
Knowing him, he probably has something figured out.
God, I wish.
Julian, the main man who's always got it figured out.
That's why he's the boss.
Oh no.
That's why you're the boss. So like, you're not gonna go with Dante to the McDonald's?
No. Leku is basically scoping out the town to, like...
That's right, for his keen mind, alright. So Dante, you make your way
Oh, sorry.
back to the McDonald's. You can see that the police officers are gone.
Oh,
Their car is still there, and there's still the motorcycle propped up against it. There's still that guy who may or may not be named Vicky V out on the bench. And you also notice that the Darling Deer's van, which you thought Marcus took with him, is currently sitting outside the auto repair shop.
it's fine. Nope, it's not my problem. What Marcus does is what Marcus does.
Marcus does be putting Elysia to sleep right now.
He's an adult. He can do whatever he wants. Is this the door?
Yeah, so you make your way to the McDonald's.
Very epic.
Marcus time.
But yeah, with Leku, he's just basically looking for anything suspicious or just out of place.
Yeah, so kind
Or
of going through
anything
town,
of
you see that there's a
noteworthy.
lot of people living here, which is a stark contrast to Barovia Village, where you didn't see anyone outside at all. Here in Vallaki, you see that the whole place is kind of very bright. Everything's all lit up. There's banners all over the place. And as you kind of like stride through everywhere, you see people look fairly like normal, kind of going about their days. People are kind of keeping out of the rain, kind of driving around in cars, kind of holding things over their heads, or having umbrellas out. But people seem to be kind of like going about their day as time kind of wears on. It's definitely a big improvement to the diner in Barovia Village, the two other places you've been. But there still is just like this slight hint that something's not quite right as you're kind of observing things around there. There's something very off, and there's something almost like off-putting and like unsettling about all the banners and lights kind of strung everywhere. And there's notices all over the place for the Come One, Come All Festival of the Blazing Cross.
Okay.
And you see little stamps that say One-Eyed Jacks sort of on these things, and then sort of like the signature of the mayor at the bottom. I don't think it's been mentioned, but you see that the mayor's
Jacks?
name. The mayor's name is Von Vargas.
I don't know. I can't put in my notes.
But as Leku's walking around town, he's going to cast Detect Magic.
So you should just give a little tap with your wand, and your eyes kind of glow green as you look around.
I do not have the spell.
Very
And
epic.
roll me an Arcana check, DC 11.
DC 11, I got a fucking plus 10.
So yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it. Fucking overkill. You annihilate that Arcana check and detect all the magic. You see some light magic, sort of just throughout all of the electrical bits, like all the street lamps, all the Christmas lights. They have a slight glow of magic. You see bits on like electrical wires kind of going all throughout the place. The magic signal kind of lingers on that place, the Fallen Angel. You see also kind of linger a bit on the auto repair. You see there's a lot of magic around that van that's parked in the auto repair, that musical note covered van.
What kind of magic?
You see it's not just one type. It has a couple little pulses of glows. I'll go and move you back onto the map so you can see the place. Oh, you see not only is the Darling Deer's van you guys drove here parked outside the auto shop, and you thought it was parked outside the hotel. Your keen mind to remember that. As you make your way over to the van, you see it currently has illusion magic that the entire van glows with. And then inside, you detect more illusion magic, more pulses and readings. You detect bits of evocation, transmutation, and conjuration.
I'm going to walk up to the back of the van. And,
As you walk up, go make a perception check.
okay. I should have really took a point in perception. That's still with advantage. Whoopsie daisy.
As you make your way close to the van and kind of bring yourself up, you see a shape kind of moving about in the windows and the sides. You can't really make it out too well. It's not like standing all the way upright, almost like it's kind of like laying down or it's on all fours. But it's kind of like through the black tinted windows. It's kind of hard to really see in there. You just see something kind of moving about. You also see, like I think I noticed last session, the back of the van is entirely covered in these huge claw marks, just kind of all over the back. And you see it's got this big sort of cascade of tie-dye and musical notes kind of scattered all along the base of the van, kind of painted on. And you see in big letters on the door written the words, "The King."
It's his van.
Lucky's going to try and, like, look into the glass and, like, look at the inside of the van.
As you sort of peek inside, you start kind of looking through. You can see like there are shelves kind of set up in like the back portion of the van. There are no back seats sort of past like the driver bits. It's all just sort of one big open space. And you're kind of trying to like squint to see in through sort of like the black tinted windows. And all of a sudden, I need you to make a dex save.
Okay. Wonderful. The thing I'm best at.
You see all of a sudden this huge shape like lunge towards the back doors of the van, and the van kind of thuds as like the wheels kind of like, even though they're parked, kind of like give a little as the van kind of jerks back as this huge shape, and you hear the growling of this deep animal's growl as you kind of like back up and eat shit, kind of falling onto your ass on the pavement. As this shape kind of slams itself against the back of the van, and you hear this growling, and it sort of like stalks away as the shape you can see through the window kind of retreats a bit. And then you feel a hand on your shoulder. And you look up to see that guy from the hotel.
Toby Larone.
You see this man, as you look up at him with this detect magic, you see he entirely radiates illusion magic.
Oh boy. Hello.
And you see he kind of smiles down at you and he says, "Ground's a bit wet down there, kid." And he kind of holds out a hand for you to help you up.
Indeed it is. I take his hand and get back up.
He smiles and he pulls you to your feet. And he says, "What you doing here, kid? Say the place for a little fella like yourself." Kind of looking around like the auto shop yard.
I got curious by the details on the van here. I was just taking a closer look.
Well, I can't blame you none for that. And you see he kind of leans forward, kind of walking a little bit ahead, kind of like gesturing to the van. And he says, "Ain't she a beauty?"
Quite, colorful.
Oh, well, I like all kinds of colors.
Well, Lucky looks very awkward. just like not really sure what to say or do.
You're having trouble like looking at him because he's entirely radiating illusion magic. This guy, whatever he is, he does not look like this. He says, "Something wrong there, bud?"
Oh, I'm just not used to talking to people. Apologies. I'm well.
Oh, well, hey, that's all right. We all got to start somewhere. He kind of moves back over, kind of puts a hand on your shoulder. And he says, I think we can both agree that, getting too close to that van is not either of our best interests now, is it?
I suppose so.
All right.
Is it being repaired? It's in
Well,
a
yep,
repair
sure is.
stop.
He kind of turns back, kind of puts his hands on his hips. He says, I ain't been running for a couple days now, but, broke down just in time for us to get here.
I see. Well, I hope they can fix it as soon as possible.
Well, I hope so, too. I hope to be out of here before bit after the festival. Don't want to stick around for the next one. Kind of chuckles as he looks down at you.
I'm curious to see how it all goes.
Kind of looks a little quizzically at you. Says, "Where are all your friends, little bud? You out by yourself?"
Oh, they're all handling a few things. I just tend to wander sometimes.
All right, I got you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You keep your head out of trouble, young buddy. All right, you hear me?
All right. Take care now.
All right, you too. He kind of like gives you a light little tap on the shoulder, and he kind of makes his way forward to kind of grooving as he steps, kind of like swinging his hips back and forth as he walks, kind of like doing this little like weird little dance with his arms as he makes his way over to the passenger seat and kind of opens it up and swings himself in. But like you said, there's a lot of things magical going on with this van. You're not really sure how it all fits together. You're not sure who this king guy is supposed to be the king of, but it seems like something magical.
It's the king of illusion.
Can I attempt at peering through the illusion of the van with like magic?
You'd need to cast a true sight spell.
Oh, damn.
That's 6th level.
We believe in you. You can do it anyway.
That's a lot of magic.
Come on, plus 10
I may have
Arcana. Boasting about it just a minute ago.
I've
Yeah,
got
you would need to
plus
roll at minimum a 21.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Nah, you got this. You just need to roll an 11 or higher.
No, when you
Any
put it like that,
lower,
that's not that
and
bad.
Yeah.
When I roll lower than that, I just lose my vision. No problem, right?
I always
that's,
give myself to grow more flowers.
That's 3 levels of magic higher, 4 levels of magic higher than anything I can
Yeah,
cast.
that's pretty spicy.
That's why you do it whilst you're on Strahd. You like bear hugging this fucker type thing, and you're like, this is it, and kamikaze him with like a level 9 Arcana roll. We're going out together, or I'm surviving this nightmare.
Leku's gonna walk off after a bit of thought and start moving towards where he last known Dante was.
Oh, you want to go into the McDonald's then?
But Dante's probably had a fair bit of time because Leku probably wandered around before he like saw the van and stuff.
So we'll say Dante gets some McDonald's time before you pop in.
Okay.
Let's throw a Hans in there, and then we'll get back to the orphanage in a sec.
Yes.
I'm gonna blow it up.
Boy! Dante, no!
Dante!
Fuck the orphanage.
You can't just say that, man.
I'm gonna do it.
Those orphans didn't have parents, anyways.
Yeah, who's gonna stop me? Their parents?
Dante, no. I'll push you in the ball pit.
No, you wouldn't.
I would.
You would totally.
It looks like a really deep pit, though.
It's a death pit. I dare not even attempt to dip my toe.
Oh,
I dare not.
We got like 20% of a spoiler in the chat. It's very minor, but I like how people caught it. No spoils.
no spoilies.
It's very much not a spoiler. It's very fine, but just
Yeah.
keep an eye on yourselves, buddies.
As soon as he said that, because I for once have been looking at I had the stream open for once. It's just like, close the stream instantly.
But yeah, Dante, you walk
I'll
into this.
save case.
It's the biggest McDonald's you've ever been in. It's this wide, sort of white, clean, brushed up little place. You see this huge tubed play palace. So this little netting ladder climb up. There's a little entryway here, and there's a slide that comes out into a huge ball pit right in the middle. You see a bunch of video games, like arcade machines, kind of set up. They each have a Blinsky Toys tag on the side.
Huh.
We've
You see
really
over
got
on
to
the
visit
left,
that dude.
there's a man dressed up like Ronald McDonald, sort of sitting at one of the cash registers. You see a Starbucks and a Dick's, sort of off on the far side. And then you see a Macy's off on the right, sort of just this strangely set up sort of rack of clothes and a couple mannequins in front of a seat in front of a mirror that has a big dirty Macy's sign, and a big man holding a pair of scissors and a comb, and this horrendously gaudy looking man with this white, blonde haired bowl cut and this beautiful, pink suit with tails, sort of standing out in front of the mirror. You see a little boy in sort of like a backwards newsboy cap and overall, sort of kicking his legs above the ball pit.
How long has Tate just been sitting here?
All he does, bro. This is his job.
You see a couple skid marks around where he's been sitting, which implies that he ran around the place for a little bit and then came back.
Okay. I don't buy it, but okay.
It's kind of like when your roommate's watching TV when you leave and you go home for like 3 hours and you come back and he's still there and he's like, I promise I got up.
I promise you. I swear.
They're still playing the
Alright.
same level of Halo.
Yeah, still on the... God damn it.
Still in the fucking library.
Fuck! Assault on the control room.
Dude, they've
Fucking
released
hate
2
that
for
level.
PC. I didn't even know 1 was there. Oh,
Wait, 2 came out? What the
two's
fuck?
out.
What?
Apparently.
No. You're pulling my leg.
Nah, leg pushed. If anything.
What? No. I knew 1 was out. I beat 1. But 2's out? Nah.
Apparently.
Nah. You can't. Nah. Anyways, back to the matter at hand.
Yeah. Halo 2 anniversary on PC. Get it now.
When was last I consumed food?
Oh,
Earlier today.
Yeah, we had
part of
grilled
that grilled
cheese.
cheese.
But how long ago was that?
What, like 2 hours?
I probably shouldn't eat then.
Drinks are half off though.
That's true. I didn't really have any drink.
Yeah, you didn't. No, you got you had something, didn't you? The dad, he got sodas.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm not hungry and I'm not parched, so time to buy guns from Dick's Sporting Goods.
As you make your way over, you see what looks to be a very enthusiastic employee, and then the exact opposite. You see this guy with this name tag that just says Dean, written very, very scribbled in big, thick Sharpie. Is sitting there with a Starbucks cup, sort of just scrawling on it, like he's writing a name down, but just spending a really long time doing it.
He's
And you see this
either
other
an
guy
emo
whose
or
name is
soulless
Illio.
What?
Hmm.
And then Ogilvy, you see his last name. You're not trying to pronounce the first name.
Ilio?
Ilio?
You'd imagine.
Elilo?
And as you walk up, he says,
Lalo.
"Hey man, how you doing?
Hey, so
You coming to Starbucks or Dick?"
So I am going to Dick's. Now, tell me.
You see, he takes a little patch on his uniform that has the Starbucks logo, and he flips it around, and it has a little Dick's patch, and he puts that on, and he kind of steps forward, and he says, "What can I get you, man?"
Tell me, Ilio. I'm new here, so I'm not quite sure. But is this like any normal Dick's Sporting Goods in the sense that you carry firearms?
This is a Barovian Dick's Sporting Goods. We carry a lot of firearms.
Perfect.
Unfortunately, I'm going to need to see some ID because here in Vallaki, we don't sell to minors
Oh.
without written permission from parents or the mayor.
Well, you see, here's the thing. I don't have an ID, and my parents aren't here.
No,
Sorry,
you just
bud.
need Yertle.
That's all
Yertle
you
has
got.
ID.
Can you sell ammo?
Yeah, sure.
Well, alrighty then.
Ain't no laws against it. What do you need?
How much are pistol bullets?
Let me see what we got here. And you see, kind of bends down beneath the glass case.
45 APC.
Says $40 for 20.
I can swing it.
We also carry arrows for crossbow bolts, simple archery, and we also got rifle bullets, 60 for 20.
Just the box of pistol.
All right, he brings up 20 pistol bullets with a little $40 price tag. Anything else I can get you?
Nah, that'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. You see, he kind of slaps down a little tag on it, kind of scans it over a little cash register, hands it over to Dean, sets the cup down, looks at you, and he says, "Name for your order."
Dante.
So he kind of picks up one of the like cardboard Starbucks like cup things, and he just crams it around the box of ammo. Then he writes down Dante in Sharpie, puts it down, and looks at you expectantly for the money.
I'd hand it.
All right, there's a big ka-ching. Puts the $40 in the register, hands you the 20 bullets, says, "Thank you. Come again."
All right. I have 57 pistol bullets.
Ooh.
Isn't someone packing heat right now?
That's why I'm always packing heat.
That's why he's always packing a heat.
I'm always packing heat. Always. I literally can never be without a firearm.
Without heat.
I literally, it's a curse, really. Because I can just summon it whenever.
You won't want to catch a cold, gotta have the heat.
Gotta have the heat. Yeah. Well, time to buy a hat. And I reluctantly go over to the only clothing section in the store.
Dante, I must ask, do you maneuver through the play place, or do you just walk under it?
I will walk under it.
So you stride forward,
Okay.
up to these two men. And you see this one eyes you as you come up and gives you this wickedly, like, almost evil grin as he sees you coming.
I don't like that.
And you see this man just kind of gives you this blank stare through this big bushy beard and these, like, steely hard eyes as you make your way up. And this man kind of comes forward and leans on the rack and says, "Hello, how are you doing today?"
I'm doing mighty fine. Myself? You?
"I'm doing marvelous, thank you. All will be well. Can I get you anything specific, or are you just browsing?"
I'm looking for a hat.
He looks over at the burly man who just kind of like nods at him. And he says, We carry a wide variety of hats, and if you don't like anything we have, we can make something for you.
One.
Fashion is always changing in Barovia, and we have to keep with the times. All will be well. What can we get you?
Cowboy hat.
Ooh. And you see kind of wanders over to a little cupboard sort of underneath this mirror and kind of starts rifling around. And in a drawer that's much too small to have a cowboy hat in it, he kind of pulls out a bright white one with a big gold star on the top. Kind of spins it on his finger like a basketball and puts it on top of this mannequin wearing a ball gown. Then kind of rifles in there some more, pulls out a bright red one, sort of like a Jessie from Toy Story kind of thing, with like a string at the bottom, like these white little frills on all around on the edges. Puts that down. And he sort of brings out sort of this big black 10-gallon hat one. Kind of brings that out, kind of puts it down on the chair. Brings out like a very standard classic brown one with like a black band around it. Kind of takes that one out, puts it down and says, "Anything you like so far?"
I'm feeling that last one there.
Oh, very well. Kind of takes it, kind of brings it over. Come forward and sit in the chair, please, darling.
Slowly. Ease in.
As soon as you do, seemingly for no reason, the man kind of comes over, puts a big, strong hand on your shoulder, kind of like just really getting you in the seat. And this man kind of comes over, kind of takes out a tape measure, wraps it around the top of your head, sort of pressing down your hair, kind of grabs the measurement, kind of looks at it. So he snaps his fingers, and you see the hat kind of like gives a little.
Oh.
And he takes it and he plops it down on your head and says, "How does that feel?"
I give it the adjusting like movements. How does it fit?
You sort of knock it. It's like the slightest bit loose, but it lets your hair sort of flow out of the bottom of it, and it provides ease of movement with the hat.
Well, I say it's mighty fine.
There is the concern if you're ever in like a windy area that it might get blown off, but it's looking pretty good on you as you kind of like just look in the mirror, kind of admiring yourself for a second.
This will do.
He kind of nods, bows a little, says, "Anything else we can offer for your outfit? Perhaps a pair of boots?"
That's the thing. What have I been wearing for shoes? Like,
You just got fucking sneakers, I'd imagine.
oh, you got to get the boots and spurs.
Get some
You
Spurs.
just kick off your shoes in shame. You just throw them, and they sail off into the atmosphere.
Sir, these shoes bore me now.
Dante, do you want to get a whole? This man, as he goes, he doesn't have any boots on display, but he just reaches down and he just starts pulling out different pairs of cowboy boots. You think you could basically design an entire outfit at this place if you'd like.
Perfect.
And it's really just up to you to describe it, and then for Cheeky to try.
Fuck.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I need you.
Yeah, eat shit, Cheeky.
No,
Yeah, I
gotcha.
need you
Yeah.
to get on it.
I know what you're talking about. I know what one you want. Oh, black cap, black coat, grey vest.
Well, no, we're keeping the red coat.
Keeping the red theme. Ooh.
We're keeping the red one, and I'm gonna say, add like a, I don't know, maybe like a vest.
I could try and fit
So
one
like
in
the
there.
inside,
Yeah.
like tighten up the tie ever so slightly,
Yeah.
and then add like a vest, and then obviously the hat.
Yeah.
But then also beneath that, you've got like the cowboy boots now,
Yeah.
Indeed.
with the spurs on the end, and you've got these like tailored slacks instead of just like your jeans. Looking like a mighty fine cowboy now. And he says, "Yes, I love it. Anything else we can do for you? Any special touches?"
Yeah.
Nah, this'll do just fine.
He says, For bits of the clothing, we only charge $5, but for the whole do-up and the entire outfit, we'll charge you simply 10 American dollars.
Ah, easy. Take my money.
With pleasure. And you see her snatches the dollar bills, kind of counts them out real quick with these little fast, elongated fingers, kind of nods. And the hat's kind of pressed onto your head, the outfit's sort of placed on, and you just sort of kicked up from the chair as it's just magically applied to you. They sort of take your old clothes, they fold them up, and they hand them back to you. And he says, "Tell your friends, all will be well. Come back anytime."
With the new hat. Tip it. You tip it.
You take to it so well. And he kind of like, he just kind of makes like the motion of his little finger where there would be a hat to tip.
Well,
He
I'd hope
says,
so. I'm from Texas.
"And now everyone gets to know it.
Exactly.
All
I
will be
figured-
well. Ta-ta for now."
New in town, new look, you know?
New sheriff in town, boys.
There's a new sheriff in town,
Is
boys.
here.
I have arrived. And it's time to leave.
All right. And you head towards the door, and all of a sudden you see Leku just walk in.
Sup?
Leku, you almost do not recognize the man before you. As you see, Dante is currently sporting this big, wide-brimmed cowboy hat. He's got this new vest on and these black slacks. Entirely transformed into a cowboy, essentially, from head to toe.
Okay.
And you hear like the little clink of spurs behind him.
Got a new look there, Dante?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Barovia's
know-
finally given me the chance to ascend to my final form.
He's gone full Texan.
Okay. Well, I found something interesting.
Right.
It has to do with the person I believe you guys referred to as the king.
Oh yeah, Elvis. Cool guy.
Yeah.
American hero.
He's got a lot of illusion magic. Like, a lot.
I insight him.
Insight Leku.
Leku, make a persuasion check for me.
I insight him. I don't believe you.
Dante, you're not buying it.
Lying
He's
about
he's
the king
lying.
is akin to heresy.
You dare insult an American hero. No, it can't be true.
Dante, Leku's pretty smart.
Yeah,
That's at least one thing you know about him.
that's one thing I know for certain.
And like, there's kind of just always like this, "Oh, Leku's being smart again" kind of thing, where like you're not really sure like how much he really gets across, but he at least knows a lot, and he often has trouble communicating it. But as he tells you this, like, there's an internal battle between like what you want to believe and what Leku's trying to get you to believe. You're just not sure. There is the definite like you don't want to believe it, and you're like, "Nah, it can't be. Leku, you're full of shit."
It cannot be.
But as he talks, he hasn't fully convinced you. But as you're talking, like he might be right. You're not sure.
No.
King's dead. Let it go.
No! Dante goes through the
You're gonna
whole
hurt me,
stages
that-
of denial all over again.
I must
I'm playing-
retreat to my bed and reflect on this new information.
I'm playing a character that doesn't know who the king is at all, and it fucking hurts me on the inside.
I mean, if you're not inspired by the whole "it's not who you think it is" thing, he's got a lot of magic in his van too. Could be magic loot.
I think back to history. Do I know if the king ever displayed any sort of magical inclinations?
Maybe like a couple prestidigitations for some stage effects. But it never would anything like it was describing, like a whole entire illusion magic around himself. It could just be like the king disguising himself to look like a younger version of himself or something. Maybe the illusion magic just like make the van like look more colorful than it actually is. but you're at least convinced that like who's talking. Like there's a lot of illusion magic around the king for some reason.
And I don't know if it was just me, but he seemed very menacing. Like, kind of felt dangerous. So.
Look, go make an insight check.
Oh no!
He's dangerous as fuck.
Welcome to the 8 club.
The 8 Insight Club.
Insights always have a tendency to repeat
The
the previous
Insiders.
insights. We had like 3 13s earlier. No.
Yeah, like
Wow, your wisdom's really good.
you're not sure how much you trust anybody in this town anymore, in this world. Barovia is such a horrible place, and everyone seems just so nice, but then just so menacing just a little bit afterwards.
Everything is scary to this boy. This boy don't trust nobody.
But at this point, we're going to go ahead and cut back for what might be the final cut of the night.
Oh,
It's the final cut.
Ba-da-da-da.
I was hoping someone else would do it.
Ba-da-da-da. Love this music though, this violin. Fucking, I can vibe to it. I want it. Give it to me. Hand it over.
Hand me your vibes.
Prithee me the vibe.
It's from a game that if you haven't played, you should. It's free and it's just for download.
What is it?
It's just.
what game do you speak?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but-
shit, yeah. I watched a friend play through that like 7 times to get all the endings.
So many fucking endings in that game.
There's so many fucking that fucking scene with all like the room with the rabbits.
Yeah, no, that shit.
That's
Fucking.
oh. If anyone hasn't seen it, watch the playthrough of it or some shit. Or play it yourself.
The PewDiePie one's pretty old.
The
I like
PewDiePie
that
one is
a lot.
classic.
Yeah.
Mr. PewDiePie.
You're a small anime girl in a haunted art museum.
Yeah.
It's very fucking good.
Neat.
That dude's coat was always awesome. But anyway.
Oh yeah, fucking
Yeah.
love that boy.
Gary or whatever.
Yeah, the 2 of you, I guess also the 3 of you with Yurtle there, are sort of talking to this girl.
Yeah, forget about me, don't you?
She seems to kind of calm down to your presence. You guys have given her a bear, and you've talked to her about Millie. She told you about Cedric, the boy who Gale knows is super very killed. What would the 3 of you like to do?
I mean, yeah, we'll explain the information that this kid is fucking dead after they leave the child's presence.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, if you start describing it right there and then I'd stop you. I'd be like, maybe not in front of the child.
Whilst those 2 are like being kind to the child and telling them what's what, little Keith would scurry out to the front door type thing.
Beat
And
feet.
if it's open, transform back to normal form as he walks through it.
Little lizard Yurtle makes his way down to the front door, kind of scrolling down to the bottom left.
Yeah, I can't find it because my end's frozen. So
It's alright.
And you make your way through. Dante just kept it cracked.
Yeah.
And you just pop out into Yurtle form, and you're outside.
Yeah.
Julian, you feel the lizard just kind of leap off your shoulder.
Like as he goes to go outside and he like transforms so he opens the door properly and will give the other 2 a wave.
And you see Yurtle from the bottom of the stairs just wave at you guys from the doorway.
I wave back.
And he's going to like, if Voyage does see him, like hold up 3 flowers of the same color. Like, what color was her hair again? It was like a
Bunch of different
yellowish.
colours.
It was a bunch of different colors. I know there was blue and red. So there'll be a blue flower and a red flower, and I was thinking a third color that's also there, but don't remember what would be
Yellow,
one the
blue,
other
red.
major. Yellow? Okay, so yeah, it'd be a yellow,
That's fine.
blue, and red flower.
All right, yeah.
Kind of. He'll leave them at the door, near the door, as he then walks off, going back to the little spot that. Well, you did say the spot he did it at grew some food and vegetation there. So, he'd be picking food
Get a snack.
and heading. He's gonna head back to the inn.
All right.
He's gonna provide the Markovs with fresh
Is it
veggies.
safe to assume that Dante would go back to the inn as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Julian, what are you and Gale up to?
Would my mage hand be able to reach the flowers at the door?
Do some high quality measuring here.
Yes.
Let's say yes for narrative's sake.
I mean, I'll go to the bottom
Yeah,
of
if
the
you left him
stairs.
just in front of the door, or you
Yeah.
just kind of tossed him back in, then yeah, absolutely, you can pick him up. Just
I'll bring
mage hand him
over
up to you. Force pull, just like.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yo's giving you some extra supplies.
Yeah, I had them to Voyage.
She kind of smiles down at them, kind of taking them also with the teddy bear now, the flowers and the teddy bear.
You gonna be alright,
Thank
champ?
you. Yeah. She kind of sniffles a little, kind of wipes away the tears, kind of smiling now.
Well, me and my friends, we're gonna be in town for a while. We're gonna take care of yous.
She kind of nods excitingly and she says, "Thank you for helping Millie."
That's alright. I'm
Yeah, no problem.
gonna help you all. Gonna help them all go. Oh boy. I stand up a bit, pat her on the head. So you're not hurt, Voyage? You're alright? Haven't stubbed your toe or anything?
She shakes her head.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna use my preserve life channel divinity just to heal us all up a bit. 'Cause I know I'm missing one. I want to get my health back.
I'm missing more than one, but I
Can
get healed by
preserve
one
life not
spell.
put you above half?
I'm not sure. I think you just can't heal more than half.
This feature can restore a creature to no more than half of its hit point maximum. So it can't give you that one hit point. Your super cool once per day ability can't even give you one hit point.
Oh, it's so
How does it feel?
beans.
Fuck.
I'm so mad that I took that one damage from somewhere. Forget.
I just said you all lose a hit point, remember?
Yeah, I know, but I
I
can't
healed
remember what it was
myself
from.
early. It was because someone insulted the GM.
No, someone gave
Cooked-
Hans the
yeah,
hell.
they cooked
Ah,
the
yes.
books.
Someone gave Hans health and didn't own up to it.
Someone fudged the fucking shit. I could not even see Hans or anything in the room got punished. Something I didn't know happened.
Well, me and my friend, we better get out of here before we get busted. Don't tell anyone.
She kind of brings her finger up to her mouth, kind of making like a little shush motion. She nods and smiles.
I'm Julian. That's Gale.
Voyage.
And that little lizard, that was Keith.
Wait, what if she
He was
seen
your
you
lizard?
go through the door?
She wasn't
And
looking.
we- Yeah, okay, good.
Here's our little buddy.
It wasn't very nice.
He gets a bit mean.
Wow!
I'm sure he was trying to help you, don't worry.
She's going to dog.
Okay. Do you two peace out?
Snitches,
Yeah.
snitches get the stitches.
Alright. She makes her way
I was
back to the
trying-
door.
Try to make stitches.
And you share.
You two make your way down the staircase, and you head outside. Back to the Holiday Inn, and that's where we'll call it for this session.
Ooh-wee.
Oh boy.
Can I buy an outfit on my way back?
Absolutely, if you want to buy an outfit.
wanna
What are you
buy an
buying?
It's going to be very in theme. It's going to be the light blue button-up shirt, classic, and a tan sweater, and then a coat that goes over that because it's probably going to get cold.
Oh, what a dad.
Yeah.
So just the Spellbound 2 outfit. But,
The Mr. Rogers.
But teenager version. And the adult wants a sweater vest, okay, not a whole sweater.
Ooh, okay. Ooh.
Oh, it's fancy.
And I buy a
Okay.
chocolate sundae for me and Miriam.
Wow.
So-
Yeah,
That's gonna total out to
$1 bajillion.
$11.
I could do that.
Gotta give me the Sunday if you want a discount.
You ain't getting no Sunday. You're not even getting a Monday, buddy.
Oh,
Would you
Whoa.
would you want to buy some? I guess it wouldn't do much. Miriam's already wearing a different jacket.
Yeah, we already bought her a new jacket.
Yodel will buy a whole new top that will fit him that isn't just a sports jersey. And pants that would match, I guess. Really flowy ones. He'll finally buy shoes.
You gotta get like
Fuck
a
his
Hawaiian
shoes.
shirt.
Would he even have shoes, like, possible to fit his feet?
It'd be just so impractical to wear shoes with your foot already the way it is. It'd be pointless.
No, I want to, though. It's the aesthetic, Michael.
Yes.
No, but it'd be so impossible to walk. It'd be like wearing pool flippers everywhere you went.
It's the aesthetic, Michael.
I would give you disadvantage on anything dexterity for the rest of the game.
I'm accepting that. I will accept that punishment.
I don't know if you do.
You can always kick them off.
No, I'll never take them off.
All right, what shoes do you want? Any kind you want.
I'm joking. Fuck that. I'm not doing that. That's fucking... I'm not killing myself over fucking some shoes.
All right.
But I'll think of what kind of fucking shirt and pants I'll give him. Probably just fucking board shorts and actually he said a fucking Hawaiian shirt.
Oh
He's
no.
gone. He's dead forever.
You're gonna
He can
look
never
like the
come
main
back.
character from Vice City.
Yeah. It'll be Tony.
It'll be Tony. Oh no, leg cross. Give it back.
It's me, Big Smoke.
Hey.
It's just me, CJ.
Actually, with that, I might get like the blue sweater since it still kind of works.
With my fucking flower arms wearing a Hawaiian
like that,
shirt
actually.
with big fucking
No, I got things going.
long board shorts that cut off at the ankle.
Oh, you made it flower
So-
arms.
The
Yeah,
best
he
part is, Michael, with my new outfit, you don't even have to change my.
Yeah, he basically looks like that already.
No, I need to put the hat on.
Yeah, he's holding it.
I mean, I'm holding it.
Oh, that's
Yeah, he
right.
Yeah, he's
I
got a hat
forgot
in
that
his
was
hand.
part of the picture I stole. You were just holding a fedora.
Is the hat the same color as the jacket, or is it a black hat?
No, it's a black one.
It's a black hat. Okay.
If I remember correctly.
It was a bit. It was brown.
It was brown with the black band.
Yeah.
Holy moly!
Basically, it's whatever aesthetically fits the jacket the best.
Yeah.
Gonna get the fucking Hawaiian with my
Yeah,
board
but you can work
shorts.
it out for you. You got to draw a Hawaiian shirt. I don't know if you're really up to it.
I would just probably put the texture behind it and cheat.
Course.
Very good.
I don't know if Cheeky can do this one, guys.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, you've seen the skeleton I drew.
Yeah, no, he's here. I got him.
Yeah, give him back. Bring it.
He's in this game.
Oh, he's
him
around.
Back.
He's in the upper left. I hide him away from the rest of the tokens
Oh,
where you
no.
can be all by himself.
You monster.
How could you?
He's too powerful for them.
That's the
I
skeleton we
missed him.
locked in the chest.
No.
At least it's not the jar creature we fucking had.
I'm still trying to get that.
In
I bottled
guides.
some of the mist and it exploded out of the bottle. That mist was aggressive, man.
And this doesn't fuck
That's-
around,
That
man.
mist does
Dude,
not
this
want
is
to
a
tussle.
dick.
You're speaking the
Yaddle's
truth.
just trying to since it's doing good on the flowers, he might try grow some lavender and then do the lavender on the jar lid and try capture in there. You never know.
You never know.
Because lavender helped in the plague.
Yeah, it really helped, didn't it?
Yes. So, using old medicine and science, it should work. Fucking nowadays shit. Because everyone with phones, Seattle not knowing what the fuck that is. It's like, yep. I'm here. Doing the traditional trade currency too. Trade things of value, not giving them money.
What was the last tokens I gave you, Mikey? I might have some more. Not sure.
It was the sweater vest elf
Yeah.
and goth girl.
Goth gal and boy.
Goth gal and then Seth's boy.
So we're calling it here.
Yeah,
Yep, that's the
I
session.
think this is it. Thanks
Everyone
for
go home.
showing up, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hopefully
Absolutely.
we
See you, lads.
kick it off.
I'm gonna go pass out.
Hell
Boy.
yeah.
Fair.
Bit of a cool down from last time, but
Yeah.
Mm.
In great news, my new video is basically done, so I can upload
Yeah,
my,
after what? 2
after
months
like
after
3
setting
months of
up-
not doing it.
Yeah, I'll have a 1 month deadline. 3 months later.
And the next thing I think I'm gonna work on, Mikey, is a little something special for the game, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge,
Whoa.
nudge. Say no more. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
It'll take him another
Wait,
3
for-
months, don't
for
worry about
this
it.
game?
Yeah, for this game,
Okay, yeah.
little something.
Take
Little thing we've been.
I know. I got you.
Little something we had working in the oven.
I shoot you 2 wings.
Oh,
Then take 1 back.
it was with both eyes at the same time because I would have caught that as a blink.
Yeah, no, I do that, but then I take away 1 of the eyes. So
Oh,
it's
thank
just,
God.
Yeah,
You just
it's like an eye patch blink.
Thank God.
Oh, ooh.
Anyway, see you, lads.
See you, dude.
See ya.
See.